Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful morning to be running off of 4 hours of sleep, but we're up so early and we stayed up so late because, let's just say I talk way too much, but we got an amazing pinball deal that is about to go down. But just for a little context to this story, I was browsing Craigslist.com for some pinball machines when I stumbled upon an ad for a Surf Champ electromechanical pinball. Now, this wasn't exactly what I was looking to buy, but I shot the guy a message and said, hey, do you happen to have any more pinball machines? And his response was, I used to own a shop. I am getting out of the business. I have a ton of machines. Come over and take a look. So you know me, I gotta hop in the car and go see what he has, and maybe we can come home with a brand new machine. So as I finally met the gentleman and got talking to him, his name was John, and he slowly started to become a good friend of mine. We talked for hours upon hours. A lot of the machines that he had for sale were very overpriced. He had a lot of sentimental value to them, except for some reason this Playboy.
So make sure we don't have any cut, because I haven't looked at it for years.
There was two separate cabinets and he was willing to sell me them both together for $1,300. It was just a little bit more than what I wanted to pay. It was still a very good deal. I was just tight with money because of bills and other expenses for the month. So I worked out a deal with John that I would help him move out of his shop with some labor, and he needed some paint touch-ups done on one of his own personal machines that I would do in exchange for a discount, and we had agreed upon $1,000 cash. I made the arrangement, picked up the machine, and brought it down to my uncle's where my other machines are to start the restoration on this 1978 Bally Playboy.
This is the home of Hugh Hefner, Playboy Mansion West, and you can see why it's called a mansion. Not many people are allowed on these grounds, and we're not here by privilege. It was really more of a fluke.
So at this rate, we need to start the repairs. The power board, which is located on the right side here, was a disaster. The connectors were all burnt up, everything needed to be replaced, and at this point it was finally time to give it some power to test if we were actually going to boot this thing up or if we were about to blow up the entire building. And it seemed to work. We didn't blow anything up. At least yet. So for the last part of this restoration, I had my buddy Taylor come over. He's an amazing artist. You're gonna see him a few times on the channel. He is gonna be doing the playfield restoration and the entire stencil kit on the outer cabinet. He also brought some video games for me to purchase, which you guys will see in an upcoming video, as we're obviously very focused on getting this machine done. We just drug it out. Taylor and I were looking at the serial numbers on the side. We just don't want those to be covered up by the new paint. I'd still like for people, if I ever sell this in the future, to be able to see what number it is, because here it might be a little hard to see. It's the 13,220 pin. There was 18,000 made. This is the worst side right here. So we got it propped up on the sawhorses, and then we're gonna start prepping everything and getting it ready to be painted. I don't know if this is gonna be a mistake or not, but I don't really want to sand it down. It's actually pretty good. There's not really any major like holes or things like that that need a lot of attention. I'm probably gonna either paint it white or try to match it and go over and just give it a fresh coat and tune it up, and we'll keep you posted how it turns out. As much as Taylor is a very talented artist, I have to say this is a first for him and myself. We've never actually done a full stencil on a pinball before. Now the right side, which you're seeing here, was actually in decent condition, I would say overall, but with that left side being so sun faded, it only makes sense to make it consistent all the way around the machine. So even though it's not that bad, we're basically going to be redoing it. so everything can stay consistent. And then on top of it, this is one of those scenarios where it really seemed like it would be a lot more simple of putting the stencil on, spray painting, and peeling it off. We were thrown a lot of monkey wrenches in the process of doing this. The stencil that John gave me, he was the one that supplied me with the stencil, seemed to always just be a little bit off from the original artwork, and also at the same time the adhesive that was supposed to stick to the wood just did not want to cooperate all the time with us, and it was very finicky. It would rip, it would cause us a lot of trouble. To be fair, I don't know if I would ever do this again unless the machine was in absolute dire, but we think it came out all right.
This will be the final reveal. There might need to be some touch-ups. Never done this, so we're gonna see, hopefully everything lines up. Hey, she don't look bad, dude. I was expecting worse. I don't think it's bad. I mean, there's a couple little things we should probably hit in there. I know I'm being so damn nitpicky, but overall it ain't terrible.
Spots that need to be hit too.
Yeah.
Like this right here is what kills me.
Yeah. See if we could try to fix it up just a little bit. All right, do it. Oh, scared me for a minute because the middle wasn't coming. I thought I was like, oh, black. I was like, no, dude. Oh, there we go. Shit, dude, that looks nice.
All right.
I mean, there's a little like
that spot right
little
there.
fade, but honestly, I think we're gonna have to just leave it, dude.
No. Well, maybe. We can fix the bottom though. Let it dry for a bit, and we'll use a piece of cardboard, and I can totally get the bottom.
That it's looking good.
At this point, we've been running out of daylight. We've been going at it for about 6 hours. So here is some before and after photos. I think after we spend some time touching up a little bit of the mishaps, it came out absolutely amazing. I mean, you can just rewind and pause and look at the huge difference on the before and after. It has a lot more brightness and vivid colors to it, the way it would have been when it came out of the factory back in 1978. I know some people don't like to restore these old machines. They like to say that it's only old once, or the patina has an appeal to it. And don't get me wrong, I love an old patina when it comes to vintage and antique items, but there's also a point where it just needs to be repaired, in my opinion. There's been too much damage, especially this playfield. What do you guys think with the before and after? Let me know down below in the comments. Hopefully, we will catch you all within the next project upcoming on the channel. Stay tuned. There will also be a video of Taylor and I, where Taylor will be selling me a handful of video games. I know that is more of the niche here on the channel than it is this pinball restoration stuff, but I just thought this was so cool. I wanted to document it. Thank you guys, and if you haven't subscribed already, please go down, hit the notification bell, stay up to date with all of the videos. I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks.